Hey guys, and welcome to the first part of my Fall of Cybertron Generation 2 Bruticus review. I'm going to start off with my personal favourite of the Combiner team, which is Swindle. I really do like Swindle, so let's start off with him. We just transform into sort of a weird looking Cybertronian truck, but I dig it, it's pretty cool. He has some really cool paint apps. Overall he's red and he's got the purple camo going around him. We have a lot more silver, which looks pretty cool. Underneath, nothing too spectacular. I really do like his massive chunky wheels, and he rolls really nicely as well. We have some exhaust pipes up here. On the back we have more sort of exhaust sort of things. We have a gun just at the top here, which you can remove. Very reminiscent of the gun that he actually had in the game. So pretty darn cool, and you can obviously, that just attaches there. And there we go. Transformation for Swindle is fairly involved, and I really do like transforming this guy. I'm going to remove the gun. Then what we're going to do is we're going to come up here, rotate that section out, like that. Then we're going to sort of unpeg these sections here. I'm just going to rotate these out. These will be his arms, obviously. Then I'm going to rotate this out and swivel the waist around, like that. Flip out the feet at the back here, and then split the legs, just like so. Then just angle the arms down, flip these little panels forward. So, take the exhaust pipes, rotate them back, like so, and there are the arms. And then we're more or less done. Then what we have to do is just take this section, sort of fold these out a bit, come under here, flip up the head. Then we can just take this entire section and sort of peg it in there, and you can see that these little pegs here peg into a little hole there. And that will lock everything into place, and there's Swindle in his robot mode. Now honestly, Swindle's robot mode is just awesome. I really like this. He is just really nice and solid, really nice and well built. There are no pieces that are going to go flying off. He just feels like a really nice and solid figure. He does come with a weapon, obviously, that you can put in his hand, so you can give him a gun. I really do like this. It's very cool. He has sort of this like huge chest piece, and he looks kind of weird from the back. But honestly, he is one of my favourite Combaticons, and it really is cool in toy form. Now, my only real gripe about this figure is his head. I mean, I wish they just put a little bit more paint apps on him, on the head, because it looks really plain. You can barely even see his face. So, yeah, it kind of sucks. I mean, just putting one little bit of orange paint on his visor, it doesn't really cut it for me. I wish they just put a little bit of silver in the face, just so you can actually see it. For articulation, Swindle's head is on a bit of a ball joint, but it doesn't really rotate very far. He has a ball joint up here at the shoulders, can bend. He's actually got a ball joint, so you can rotate it, you know, all the way around if you want. He does have waist articulation actually, which is pretty cool. He's got a ball joint up here, he's got a thigh swivel, bend at the knee, and the feet are on a pivot. What's also cool about the feet is that his heels are so massive that he will never ever fall over. For a quick size comparison, here he is next to the Fall of Cybertron Ultra Magnus figure, which is just a repaint of Optimus Prime, so just picture that it is Optimus Prime. So you can see that Swindle is really tall in comparison to the Optimus Prime mold. In fact, Swindle is the tallest Combaticon, I think, out of the set. I haven't actually compared them. I haven't compared him to Onslaught yet. It's a tie between Swindle and Onslaught for the tallest, I think. Yeah, so you can see that the Combaticons are actually pretty damn big. But that is more or less it for Swindle's robot mode. So let's get him transformed into his limb mode. He transforms into the right foot, I think. I can't remember. Anyway, what we're going to do is we're going to attach the legs together. You can leave these out. These will be his Bruticus' feet. Then what we're going to do is we can rotate this around. Basically, we're going to go back to vehicle mode, more or less. Rotate these back. Come around here. Unpeg this section, sort of fold the head in. But when we do that, we're actually going to sort of give this a bit of a pull, and that will pull out the combiner port, like so. Then we're going to rotate the waist around, fold everything up as if we're going back to vehicle mode, and just sort of attach this entire section in, just try and get it all latched together. And it's kind of a pain sometimes. Let's go ahead and try and get this back in. The arms have to sort of peg into these little peg holes here, and honestly it can be a pain in the arse if they aren't lined up properly. Right, let's try again. There we go. That's pegged in. Same on the other side. That is pegged in, like so. Sorry if you can't really see it very well. I'm just trying to, make sure everything's fitted in. Then what we're going to do is basically just attach this entire section, just peg that in, and there is Swindle in leg mode. But that is it for Swindle. Here he is in leg mode. So stay tuned for the next part of my Combaticon review, which will be of Brawl.